Welcome back to the One Marine YouTube channel. In today's video, we've got something a bit different. We're in a different location. We're up in Portishead Marina, which I've never been to in my life, but we're here today to video a Sealine SC42. So we've just moved off the berth. We've got some lovely drone images, which you'll see on our listing. But we sold one of these earlier in the year, you might know, and I was really impressed with the space that this size of boat offers. You really have got a lot of room on this boat everywhere you look. So you've got this huge cockpit. As soon as you enter into the back of the boat here, you can see you've got this massive wraparound seating section. You've got the ability to actually slide this port side section over. We're going to show you that shortly in some footage. We can't do it while the engines are running. And then you've also got the rise and fall television on the starboard side as well. Now that table unfolds, you can see there it's hinged. And once that's unfolded, with this seat section moved in, you've got massive amounts of room. You really have in this space here. Great for entertaining. You can see this particular boat's got a great stereo system, so we've got the two Fusion rectangular speakers in the ceiling panel there. We've taken all the covers off for this video, but you can imagine here you've got the completely wraparound covers that go all the way around the back here. Super easy to remove. We've just done that this morning, and once those are off, it really does make this a very open space with lots and lots of room. Coming into the cockpit a bit further, on the port side here, you've got these sort of two wet bar areas. On the port side, you've got the electric griddle. You've got a couple of extra 240-volt sockets there as well. And then underneath this section here, you've got the manual bilge pumps and also the battery operator switches. A knife, I always like to see a knife, as you know, on boats. Starboard side here, you've got the sink arrangement and a bit more food prep area and another plug. In fact, the owner of this boat kindly made us a cup of coffee when we first got on board, and the kettle was located up here. Beneath here, you've got the fridge and then a bit more storage, which really super practical. You'll see on the floor here, we've got a full teak finish. The boat is fitted with twin D6 370s. We'll get into the engine room shortly and show you on board inside there. The other feature I have to show you while we're out on the water on this boat is just how easy it is to access the side decks. Now you can see here with both side curtains off, I can easily walk up the port side. I've got a really safe handrail all the way forward. You see here, we've put the sun pad cushions out for you this morning. I'm walking all the way around this boat, round the bow, round those rise and fall tilting backrests, those huge windscreen panels you'll see there forward. And I'm now going to come back in on the starboard side, super easy. So from your cruise perspective, it is a really nice boat and safe boat to navigate as you walk around for crewing perspective. The roof is fully electric and that's in really nice condition. You can see there the fabric's in very clean condition. You've got LED lighting, I don't know if you can probably see that, it's so bright this morning, but you've got LED lighting around the edge of the flybridge there. Our skipper today is Kelly, who's a friend of the owner, who's doing a great job manoeuvring the boat for us this morning. I will cut to some more manoeuvring footage in a minute as we came out of the berth, but before we do that, I'll just show you what else we've got up here. You've got these huge windscreens which let lots of natural light through those, then glass panels underneath the screen. There is a blind for those. We'll jump downstairs in a minute and I'll show you the effect of those. Port side, in front of the helm seat or co-pilot seat, you've got these huge lockers, really handy for storing all your bits whilst under passage. And then on the port side, you've then got another twin seat, so you can see easily 4 people. You see they've got 2 that side, port side, and 2 on the starboard side. So it's an ideal arrangement for longer passage making. I have to say, there is just so much space in this. Like I say, we'll cut now to some footage of that section moving over, and that'll give you an idea of that table. And then we'll jump downstairs and go and have a look at what we've got down below. Okay, so we just cut to that footage a second ago of this chair actually, or sofa section, moving inboard. But what I also want to show you is the backrest of this also allows you to go down. So it gives you a sunbathing / seating area, which is really nice. You can see once this area is in this position, it really is quite incredible how much space you've got. Great for dining, great for relaxing. And then with a central table, you can imagine this huge table opened up. You could entertain a huge amount of people in this area on board this boat, and with those 2 back rests folded down, it's a really nice place to be. So it's a really nice feature on board this boat, something that I can imagine when you're using the vessel would be a really useful feature. The table here actually as well also is rise and fall, so this goes up and down, so you can see there the table will for each go down itself. So yeah, all very good. And then you've got storage underneath the starboard side seating section as well, so all very nicely done. So you've just seen in that footage this sofa section coming inboard. We've now got it in this position. So I wanted to show you another feature on board this Sealine. So these backrests also electrically fold down, and what that does is gives you a really nice, entertaining, relaxing space here at the aft end of the cockpit. There's a part 2 to this. This table is electric, goes up and down, and you can open that table. So from a dining perspective, this turns into a fantastic dining area. I reckon you could probably sit 10 people around that table quite easily. once the table's in the lower position, you then can actually make this into a huge day bed, and we're going to show you that in a second. So we're just going to grab the cushions and we'll get that day bed set up. And just like that, we've now got a huge day bed at the aft of the cockpit here. You can see you've got these cushions which go on top of the table, that folds out, and that would easily seat 4 or 5 people, 6 people for the afternoon, relaxing, enjoying a beautiful view aft. I haven't mentioned it, but you have also got an electric crane on the back here on the starboard side. So included in the price of this boat is a 2.8 tender, aluminium tender, which does perfectly fit on the back, and that's how you get it on with that winch, which is all covered up as well. So that is another feature. So yeah, very, very impressive. We're now going to jump downstairs and go and have a look at the cabin, which is located down these stairs. Okay, so let's just jump down into the cabin space, and as per the cockpit, it is really quite spacious down here. So it's in a 2 cabin configuration. Straight away you jump down in the saloon, and what impresses me on these SC42s is just the amount of light. So you've got those huge windscreen panels you've seen up in the cockpit, but then you've got these glass sections underneath those which just flood this area with light, and it feels so open. The other feature I really like on these boats is this really clever design here. So this bow cabin has got these double doors. Now okay, it's not a genuine double-sized doorway, but it just makes it feel very grand as you come in. You've got a really good line of sight line all the way through into this forward cabin. The forward cabin, as per the saloon, has got lots and lots of natural light. We've just put the bow sunbathers out on the foredeck, so you'll see we've just covered up that window there. You can see Jason walking around. But it is very light, it's very spacious, there's great head height. The wood finish in here is all sort of a natural oak colour, which is really, really nice condition. You've got the fabric panels there around the portholes look good. The portholes themselves are a good size. You've got a television in the forward cabin. You'll also notice on these Sealines is they have quite a clever arrangement with regards to the ensuite and shower. So they're actually split up. So the shower room itself, and I've just come into the shower room, is actually a really good size. So I'm stood up here and it's a whole sort of wet room. You've got this teak hardwood bench there, you've got the shower faucet there, and obviously a porthole. But the nice thing with this is if you have a shower, you're keeping this area wet and not getting the toilet area wet at all. So the toilet area is then on the starboard side, so you come back through that double door. So this doubles up as your day heads and your ensuite. Again, it's very simplistic, nice design. You've got this oak finish, nice mirror there in front of the basin, a good sized basin as well. And again, it's good head height, and then that is the door then back into that forward cabin. So it's a really clever arrangement, and it makes that area definitely feel very, very spacious. I'll just open up that door again. You can see what I mean. You can see it's all nicely presented. We've come on board today. Yes, we've tucked the duvets in, that type of thing, but this is how we found the boat. So these cushions here are actually always covered up. We've taken the covers off for this video. The aft end here of the saloon seating, you've got the Sealine switch panel, which is all really nicely labelled out. So you've got the cockpit fridge switches, macerators, winches, everything you'd expect. You've got your water gauge here, and then you can start to see your volts and your ampage draw on there as well. It's all very straightforward. This boat's got a great spec, as I've mentioned already. You've got the full spec on our website, so please go over to onemarine.co.uk and visit that. But you've also then got the generator start-stop there. You've got your fusion head unit down there, and selector for the speakers, and lots of sockets. You've got double socket there. We've already seen that double socket up in the cockpit, but it's a practical boat. You'll see this boat's got 2 Ebersparker units. You've got an Ebersparker control unit here as you come down into the saloon area, and then you've got another Ebersparker control unit forward of the galley. So it's really geared up. It's been thoughtfully designed by somebody that knows what they're doing, and for UK boating, I would say it's a really good setup with those twin Ebersparkers. Again, you've got this certainly feels solid oak finished galley, which is all in nice condition. No catches, it's all sort of just pulled to open, which is nice. The galley worktop is in a black sort of anthracite colour. You've got electric hob down here, which you can see is all in good condition. And then you've got a sink there also, sorry, one-handed. Portholes, good size, you can see there, letting lots of natural light in. And then this side here, you've got your double fridge. You've got a fridge and a freezer there, which is all empty and all in nice condition. Above the fridge itself, we've got a electric combination microwave oven, which is a Neff, which is all nice. Now, aft cabin. Oh, before I show you that, let me just show you this wine cooler. So you've got a nice glass-fronted wine cooler as you approach the aft cabin. More storage. Everywhere you look, there's storage. It's so practical. Really deep drawer there underneath the stairs. Into the aft cabin. Now, this currently is set up as a triple berth. So you've got a double and a single. Now for this size of boat, if I just try and bring the camera down a bit, it's quite unusual to have this amount of room in the aft cabin. Now that bed there is on a slider, so you can actually make that slide across, so that gives you a bit more functionality. You can actually have 3 single beds in that aft cabin. This cabin does also have its own ensuite, so slightly different to the forward section. You do have the wet room area for the shower. They are Tecmar electric toilets, which are all probably best in the industry. You've got a nice shower, obviously, then above that area, which is all recessed on the floor, so all drains away nicely, and a countertop sink. Give you a wave in there. In here itself, yes, you lose a bit of the head height as you start coming into the cabin, but you still have a nice hanging wardrobe space there. You've got on the starboard side here, you've got those little drawers and some more sockets. So yeah, this is a perfect cabin for guests or for children. They would absolutely adore this space. And there's more than enough room to both sleep in here, store your kit, you've got a television, and obviously then relax in here. Lighting throughout, you've got some LED lighting up there, which I'm sure at night looks good. And what I want to do is just finish this sort of saloon look around by just bringing the camera back up here and just giving you an idea of the sense of space you've got here. And again, as I mentioned, those double doors leading into that master cabin really do drag your eye forward as you come into that space. And I have to say, for the size of this boat, the volume is really, really impressive. As with the cockpit, it's all about space. So right, we're going to take this boat off the berth now. We're going to get you some drone shots. So join us, we'll operate the boat and we'll show you how easy she is to helm. So keep watching. So you can see here, we've got Kelly driving us today, or skippering us today. So we can see here, we're at the helm. We've got a full suite of kit here. So we've got the Hybrid Touch Ray Marine. We've got Ray Marine Autopilot. We've also got the data screens from Ray Marine as well. She's got IAS receive and transmit, which is nice to have. And just little things like we've got this wireless charger up here by the throttles and that iPad controller. So it's all very much as this boat's been used, you know, it's been used well by the owners and who experienced boaters. So it's good to see all this sort of practical kit. You can see here, Kelly's just got bow handstand thrusters on the joystick toggles together. So we've literally got one way, one the other, and that's pivoting the boat nicely. This boat, as I've already mentioned, has got the stern drive, so she's got D6s, the 370s, good engines, and they suit this hull well. You've got the later generation Volvo control sticks there, which are really nicely positioned as well on the starboard side of the wheel there. And you've also then got the side power remote for bow and stern thrusters, which is tucked down, nicely located, which is really handy if you're light-handed and when you're manoeuvring. You can see here you've got the Volvo display screens as well, so they're just giving it a moment on litres per hour. Now, okay, we're only operating in the marina today, so we're not going to see anything that exciting on there. We have got radar as well, so just look up on the arch there, you've got a radar positioned up there, and a Ray Marine wind sensor, which is an unusual thing to see on a motorboat, but actually quite a nice additional thing to have if you are using this boat for cruising. So we're just going to go down now. We're up at Portishead Marina. We're just going to go along the fairway down here. Nathan's going to pop the drone into the air and we're going to get some nice side profile shots for you. As I mentioned at the start of this video, I just wanted to give you a quick, now we've come back into the berth, a quick look in the engine room. You can see there the D6s, so you can see certain things like the glass strainer lids, which is all nice to see on the D6, which is all upgrade. You can actually spot the stern thruster located down in the middle of the engines, but the engine room looks very tidy. All in good order, no water in the bilge. I always say that Sealines have got the driest bilges out of all the boats we often look at. Coolers all look good, oil coolers look good, so yeah, obviously you'd have to get your own inspection done, but I would say as engine rooms go, that's all in good condition and very easy to access with this hatch here in the centre of the cockpit. So yeah, all good. So we're going to leave you now with some drone footage we've taken of this lovely Sealine SC42. I'm sure you'll agree that this boat offers a huge amount of space with great both accommodation areas and entertaining space. Our details are below in the description. Please contact us now for more details. We'd like to speak to you in a bit more detail about this boat if you have any questions. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.